Shall I scroll down? Guys, please acknowledge. Shall I scroll down? Kushagar and Priyanshu, is it audible to both of you?
Yes, sir.
Please confirm, beta. When I say, shall I scroll down, either yes or no, please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Shall I scroll down?
Yes, sir.
So here, just do some modification. So this is all about the properties. These are the properties of SQL prompt object, which you call as a database cursor object, and these are the methods. Someone will ask you at how many methods of the database cursor object. So as of now, we discuss only two methods. So there are the two methods. One is the execute and second is the fetch all. Okay. So I'm going to, there is a fetch all, fetch many, that takes some number, and there is one more method is fetch one. There are the basically three methods related to the fetch stuff: fetch all, fetch many, and fetch one. Okay, so overall there are the four methods. Okay, and one is the property, and property is the row count. Okay, guys, any doubt on the database cursor object methods and properties in the theoretical context?
सर एक बार सर इस कनेक्टेड वाला फिर से बता दो।
किसका बेटा, किसका?
सर ये इस कनेक्टेड जो होता है ना वो वाला।
अच्छा, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल वी हैव कनेक्टेड द, so we have written this code, right, to connect our Python application to the MySQL, right?
सर आपकी सर वॉइस बहुत स्लो आ रही है।
Now is it audible?
नॉट क्लियरली सर।
That's nice. Hello, is it fine now?
सर
Hello.
एक सेकंड सर मैं दूसरे सिस्टम से करता हूँ सर लॉग इन प्लीज वेट।
Because मेरे यहाँ पे बेटा कनेक्टिविटी बिल्कुल सही है, साउंड सेटिंग से बिल्कुल सही है बेटा.
मैं सर वो दूसरे सिस्टम से लॉग इन करता हूँ।
Give me beta 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes. I need to wrap up something beta. In the meanwhile, just to prepare your laptop. Anshu, is it audible now?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to just build up the program again for explain what is the use of the is connected. First, you need to include the library that is the MySQL.connector. MySQL is the name of the library and the connector is the name of the object, right? But you can consider as the module name or the book name, right? So, so inside the inside the connector object, we have one of the methods that is, let me SQL. So inside the connector object, we have a method connect. Okay, so that connect method takes three things from you. These are the three things. Okay, and once this line is executed, once this instruction is executed successfully, or you can say that once this connect method is executed successfully, it returns some information. That information is in the form of the some object. Okay, and that object name is the database connection object. Database connection object. Okay, I print this database connection object, okay, I'll get some messages in some blue color. If I get messages in the blue color, it means I have connected successfully with my MySQL, right? This is the first approach. So let me just save this program student Python third, and this one is the backup class or 35th class. Let me put over here and make one folder is the test connectivity. That is the first one. Save, cancel. Let's run this part. Now we have got the message in the blue color. It means my application is successfully connected with the MySQL. This is the first approach. Let me save this one. Let me save as with the different name. Now it is saved with a different name. So now the other approach is inside the database connection object, we have one of the method is connected. Okay, the is connected method returns true if the application is connected successfully with the MySQL. Otherwise, it returns false. So I'm going to use this method dot is connected. Okay. Now will not be able to see the blue message. Will be able to see either true or false. If it returns true, it means it is connected. If it returns false, it means it is not connected. See, I've got the message true. It means now the application is connected. Choice is yours, right? Because the best approach to validate the connection is to go with the is connected method, right? Use the is connected method. If the application is connected successfully, then only you must do, you know, perform anything like you want to execute the query, you want to execute the insert query or update query, only if the application is successfully connected. So the best approach to use this way is to, for example, we have a if db. Now if it is connected, then do your queries or your transactions related to database. Whatever the transactions you want to perform on the database, just perform those transactions on the database. And just leave the message your application is not connected, not connected with MySQL as yet. So let's run this program. I've got the message, do your transactions related to database. It means my application successfully connected with the MySQL. So the second approach to validate the connection is one of the best approach. Yes, Priyanshu, now any doubt, beta? Priyanshu, any doubt now? Tanesh Khushagar, did you understand? Please acknowledge. Guys, please acknowledge.
सर आपकी वॉइस सर बिल्कुल भी नहीं आ रही है.
बिल्कुल भी नहीं आ रही आवाज बेटा. Priyanshu and Kushagar and Tanish, can you please acknowledge? Are you able to hear properly or not? Kushagar, can you please unmute yourself? But I'm not able to hear you because your voice is very low. Kushagar, just bring your mic, just close your. Hello?
ठीक आ रही है सर.
ठीक आ रही है बेटा. Priyanshu, now what should I say now? Priyanshu, there is problem at your end because Kushagar is able to hear me properly. Guys, please acknowledge, then only I can proceed further. If you will not acknowledge, I won't be able to understand. Will you guys able to understand or not? Okay. What about Priyanshu? Can you please unmute yourself?
Yes sir.
Are you able to hear me now?
सर नॉट प्रॉपरली सर बहुत लो वॉल्यूम आ रही है.
मैं कैसे इसको ठीक करूं बेटा? Because I just had a word with the Kushagar and he said that I'm able to hear properly. What should I do now? Because everything is fine at my end. Even I checked my settings as well. It's not working. This will work. Hello. Now Priyanshu. Now please check.
अब सर थोड़ी सी तेज हुई है.
ठीक है बेटा. Just bear with me like this only. Okay. Anyways, let's move on. So this is all about that how to connect the application and how to validate the. So we were discussing one problem statement, that is the how to get this some information from the database based on some condition, okay, and print from database table and print in Python application. So this is the problem statement. So we know that to extract the data from the database table, we have to write this query, right? Let's bring up that problem. That question is this one is about. So first you need to include the library, okay? Then call the connect method to connect your application with the MySQL. Now check, is it connected or not? If it is connected, then ask the name of the student, ask the age of the student, make up your query. Query is like that, select star from student where name is equal to the and age is equal to the dot format. This is the one of the another way to print the message along with the variable value. Okay, so as I specified in this approach, the choice is yours. Either go with this approach or go with this approach. But to prepare the query, I would suggest you go with the second approach. Okay, because I need to fill up the template which is belong to the name variable, sorry, your name column, and your the another one template is specified to the age column, right? So it automatically picks up the value from the name variable and assign to the first template, and then it picks up the value which is belong to the age variable and assign and correspondingly assigned to the second template. This is the way to make up the query. So once the query is prepared, okay, so just to verify whether the query is prepared successfully or not, then we need to have a MySQL prompt. Okay, the SQL prompt is nothing, it is an object. Okay, and we use the word database cursor object. This is the database cursor object, right? So now on this prompt, on the database cursor object, I need to execute the query, right? So the query will be executed by using which method? The execute method. This execute method takes the query which you want to execute. The query will be executed at the SQL prompt. Now we want to grab the data, right? So to grab the query result, right? To grab the query result, we call one of the methods, either fetch all or fetch many or the fetch one. I will give you the demo of the fetch many and the fetch one. As of now, I'm going to use the fetch all method. Okay. So by using the calling the fetch all, it means I want to grab every row's data, right? So once the data is grabbed successfully, it returns information in some collection, in some collection, and that collection is known as the result set, kind of list. As you deal with the list variable in the similar manner, we will deal with the result set variable, right? So I've given you the demonstration that this is a list. Okay, so I want to grab the each and every element of the list. So this one is the first approach, and this one is the second approach to grab each and every element of the list variable. So I will be using this approach to grab each and every row information from my result set variable. Okay, but you can consider as a list variable, but I will not use the word list variable. I will use the word result set variable, right? Now here I just want to check that how many rows data have been grabbed from the MySQL. So there is a property in the database cursor object. That property name is the row count. Okay, it will tell me that how many rows data have been grabbed. Okay, it totally depends that what is my query. Okay, if my query is select star from student, it will grab the entire rows, right? Entire rows. So now, so based on the second approach, I'm going to extract the information of all the rows, but हो रही है कि नहीं हो रही है तुम्हारी?
Recording up stop हो गई मेरे पास हो रही है.
Okay. So guys, are you able to see my screen? Kushagar and Priyanshu, can anyone acknowledge? Are you able to see my screen? Kushagar, your voice is very low. I think, is it visible? Okay, so now I want to print all rows but one by one. So here I'm picking the first row information and store in the one of the variable, the res, and then keep printing this res variable until I reach the end of the row. Once I am done, we'll close the database cursor object. We'll close the collection as well. So close is nothing called, close is the name of the method. So there is one more method now going to add in here. It is the close method. Just release the database cursor object. Okay. So in the same close method we have in the database connection object. It is the use of the release the database connection. Okay. So once you are done, just call the close method on the database cursor object as well as on the connection object. So now I'm going to run this query, run this program. Now see, and we'll be able to grab the all rows of the MySQL. So enter the name of the student, let's say Rajan, and the age is, let's say, 35. The number of records fetched is 0. Okay, let me check that. Is there any record by the name of the Rajan having age, use, school? Let's start from student. Yeah, so Rajan has age 30, but I have entered the 35. That's why it says that number of records fetched is 0. Let me run this. Okay. So I'm going to run this program again. So this is Rajan and 35. Rajan and 30. See, so we have got the data from the MySQL. Only one record. There is a student Rajan having age 30, but there is another student whose name is Sanjeev and the age is 35. There are around about the 7 to 8 records, right? So let me run this program again. This time I'm going to enter the Sanjeev, and we have the age of this Sanjeev is 35. And see, I will be able to get all the records from the student table having name is Sanjeev and the age is 35. Now guys, please let me know. I am done with this question. So this is we discussed in the last class, but was not able to explain due to the bad internet connection. So guys, can you please let me know, are you comfortable with this program or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's it for the today's class. Okay, I'll share everything over the email, and please go through it, and then see you on the Saturday at 11 o'clock. Bye guys. Bye everyone. Now you can please leave the meeting now.